Greetings, my name is Lionid Ilmalikajaya F from the National State High School 1 of Kartasura, and I am here to represent the Kabupaten of Sukoharjo. And also, in this debate, I am here to represent the contra, the contra, the opposition team, where I will argue against the previous points that was delivered by the first speaker. First, a company, whether it is a profit-based or even a non-profitable companies, they are still in heart a company. And whether it is a non-profitable or a profitable one, they still want to have profit. For what? To seek their research, to fund their research, to fund the salaries of their employees, or even to keep them loyal to them. Because when you're not consistent to your salary, of course, your employees will not be loyal to you. And the proposition team seems to be too focused on the extreme scale, extreme scenarios where a certain company is so greedy that they turn their people, their users, into a bunch of data miners that they will sell into the dark webs. But no, obviously we don't play that game. As a corporation that once we were a non-profit based corporation where we serve the people, we still are serving the people despite the status of a for-profit organization. Because, think of it this way, we use the data of our users, and we also want to keep the data safe in our hands. Because once the people lost their trust to us, we will obviously face the backlash as well. Because think of it this way, when a company is holding someone's data and uses it for research, obviously we want the result of the research to be something that is innovative. And to innovate, yes, we do need several data from the user to make the products, the future products, more valuable. But because the values of the user's data is very high to us, and we value them more than merely as an asset, but as trust, of course, we want the user to trust what data they give to us. And again, as a company, we already have the policies to keep them, to warn them that they should not send what is a private data to us. For example, if you're an Indonesian, a student like me, right? You can send maybe your homework to ChatGPT. Please answer this math question for me. It is a normal thing. Or maybe if you're a painter, please give me a new suggestion regarding what should I color this space or this space. But of course, again, as an Indonesian, you obviously don't want to give the picture of your KTP to them, right? But even if that happens, even if you happen to give the KTP, the picture of your national ID to them, to us, we of course will try to avoid using them. Why? Because again, the company grew up upon the trust of the people on their data. So once we got caught by the people that we used their KTP or their kartu keluarga, obviously they will not like it. And once they blow up, once they threw their backlash on us, we will face the consequences as well, because the people are also the investors. There are multiple $15 holders of us. And let's say if there's maybe several thousand people that holds $15 each, we will lose maybe hundreds of thousands. And what is even worse is if the investors are also getting the pressure from the people. So not only the small people will pull their money from us, some of the big investors will also pull their money from us, and of course our profit will also go down along with the trust of the people. So as a good company that we are trying to be, will we let the people to lose their trust and for us to lose our money? Of course we don't want that, right? So yes, from the earlier point where the proposition team is too much worried about how we will use the data, or should we trust this company, to the examples that I gave you where trust and profit is and should be in line, hopefully this argumentation will be enough and sufficient enough for you to hear. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you enjoy what I have said to you.